Oh,
So
this is very
wow.
interesting. So let's have a quick voting. Who's your bet, guys?
Oh my
Game
goodness.
number 4. There's a do or die match for Bren Esports.
Yeah.
I do think na yung Bren Esports dito medyo nakalagay na sila sa nasa edge na sila. Na they need to do something right
Yes.
now. But in terms of draft, I have to go with CG.
Oh man, yeah, I feel so torn here because I really want to see Bren Esports just take vengeance from what happened during their last match against Clutch Guild. But I gotta say, I've always been a fan about how Clutch Guild has functioned with this double support. So yeah, I'll go with Clutch Guild.
I'll have to go with that as well. Unfortunately, Bren can pull out a lot of picks, but they did not. For some reason, I'm a bit disappointed in that. Let's see. I'm gonna hope in my heart that Bren takes fit, but
Yes.
objectively, just objectively draft-wise, Clutch Guild.
Clash Kill. So let's see if Bren Esports can pull up this game number 4. Let's get the show started. Game number 4 of this best of 5 series for the grand finals of PPGL 2018 Arena of Valor. Let's pass it on to our casters, Azrai and Amplifier. Take it away.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to what could be the final game in this best of 5 series between Clutch Guild and Bren Esports. Of course, I'm Amplifier. I'm with Asterai. And yeah, that was just an amazing game earlier. The steal was totally unexpected, but it was good stuff. And now we're going to be going into the game. Let's see if Bren Esports can regain their composure and extend this into Game 5. Or is it going to be Clutch Guild just completely closing off and become the champions of PPGL Arena of Valor?
So this game number 4, it was Bren Esports who was able to steal the Murad now, denying that pick from Clutch Guild. And I think Clutch Guild are kind of anticipating this type of counter picking, but at the end of the day, this Murad is going to be a pivotal point for Bren to actually make stuff happen, because there's going to be a lot of diving from Clutch, and at least that temporal turbulence can hit multiple targets while keeping the Murad invulnerable, meaning that he can actually just deal maximum damage in people that want to be in close quarter combat.
True. I think one of the star matchups we're going to be anticipating in this game is going to be between Kuroki and 611. We're seeing a Murad versus the Kriknak here. I mean, Kuroki, we've seen him on all kinds of heroes. You know, we've seen him on the Violet, and we've seen him on melees as well. So this is going to be interesting to see how he'll perform on this Murad that he's taken away from 611.
Hey man, I remember my quote for Kriknak. He protect, he attack, but now they have Kriknak.
Yes, now they have Kriknak. And we'll have to see if it's going to be the one to lead them into winning the finals here of PPGL. We'll have to see. It's a bit slow pace for now. Everyone's just testing the waters, being a bit cautious, as this could be the last game. Peace Boy trying to lock down 611 here, but he's going to be moving back.
Biggest thing here again that happened on the previous one is that there was a lot of difficulty with Bren kind of adjusting to having no peelers for their marksmen, that being on Leather Goods. So if Leather Goods can actually have good positioning right now, then Bren Esports should be okay when they go for the fights. But as you can see, Leather Goods kind of getting caught out a little bit there, takes quite a bit of damage, but I mean, that's just a little bit of a taste of what might happen as this game progresses.
Yeah, definitely true. We'll have to see if Bren can improve the positioning and keep Leather Goods safe this time. It's actually going to be Abyssal Dragon initiated by Bren Esports. Kuroki moving back and teleporting back in. Who's going to secure this one? It's going to be going over to Bren Esports, but the fight is going to break out. XTD going to be pushed away, and I don't think they're going to be going for any kills, so it's actually going to be a free Abyssal Dragon going over to Bren.
Arthur was actually way up on top, so if ever the Clutch Guild wanted to go for the fight, there would have been a numbers discrepancy there, and Bren would have actually taken. Arcadia did use his shock, so he could have just immediately dove upon on the upper side of that engagement and have really caught out Clutch Guild off guard. So they didn't want to force that fight. They didn't want to go overly aggressive. Just give away at that Abyssal Dragon, because it's not the end of the world if they get one at least.
Definitely true. CG controlling their aggression here, trying to see what opportunity is actually worth taking for their composition. We're seeing most of the members of Bren are moving over to the top side. Ben visiting bot lane on anti-hero here, but it's going to be a bit frozen. Not that great a goal difference just yet, but again, the pressure is on Bren Esports here, because again, if they lose this game, it's going to be the final nail to the coffin, as CG only needs this game to become the finalists, the champions rather.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually the Arcadia getting caught out there.
And he does use the shock, gets the knock up onto Black. They can probably follow up onto him, and Anti-Hero does exactly that.
Oh.
But Arcadia gets blown up, son, as 611 goes in with the dive, and at Kriknak once again. Temporal Turbulence, though, coming out from this Murad, able to get the damage in, but 611 is just that good on that Assassination Nation coming out from our analyst, as they said, but still he gets punished as he went a bit too over greedy, and Leather Goods does claim that victory 2 for 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Actually, that's going to go over to CG because not only were they able to even out the fight, they got a turret. So that's going to be a control in terms of, they're going to gain control of the map here as Zephys is going to be forced to push back. And this is going to make it easier for Clutch Guild to outnumber the members of Bren Esports when it comes to that roaming, when it comes to the skirmishes. So great job there from Clutch Guild to even out the fight and secure the tower as well.
Yeah, so what I was talking about is that Murad's going to have a lot of damage, right, with the Temporal Turbulence if they actually clump up. But if you can see Clutch Guild, they have been pretty, I would say, clairvoyant with how they've been looking around at that fight. If you saw their positioning, they weren't really sticking together, so Murad couldn't deal maximum damage output. And I think that's also one of the things that we have to keep in mind when fights go on. Abyssal Dragon's going to be up once again, and Clutch Guild will try to fight that. Malik, though, and the Kriknak in top lane.
Yeah, let's see who's going to be able to secure this one. The first one went to Bren. Can they secure this one once again? Leather Goods in the back line. He's actually being pushed out by Ben there. It's going to go over to Clutch Guild. They finally get an Abyssal Dragon of their own. Plus, they get a kill as well. And that's going to be a kill there. 4-2 on the kill score right now. Things are looking good for Clutch Guild. 4-2 right now. 5 minutes in. It looks like this early game is falling in their favor.
Falling in their favor indeed. There's not much counter potential here coming out from Bren. They really can't find, well, for now they couldn't find the picks that they need to. Shock will be denied, and Arcadia won't go up into the flight and escape with his life. Peace Boy's going to be here pushing them out with the Thane, but at the end of the day, that is a lot of damage on the top, or the mid-tier 1, while LYL in the top lane is just having the time of his life with his Arthur, picking away at that turret by himself.
Yeah, Clutch Guild just have complete control of this early game right now. And when you look at the draft, this is why we were both worried about letting Chognar and Alice go over to the side of Clutch Guild. Because those two heroes are actually what Bren Esports need to deal with all of the dive that's coming from Clutch Guild. But right now, Bren Esports just can't seem to deal with the dive coming over from this Lubu, coming from the Arthur and the Kriknak. The Kriknak is just free to roam around and really assassinate anyone that he wants. I think Bren Esports, they need to, again, focus on how they position themselves in these team fights and make sure that Leather Goods is kept safe.
I mean, they do have a little bit of peel with the Thane with that push of his, but it's not as good because, like, if he mispositions that push, he actually goes out of his way to go away from his own marksman, compared to like an Alice who can just drop down, you know, skills here and there to keep his marksman alive. But now there's going to be a little bit of a fight. The Kriknak dives right in and puts quite a bit of damage here. Bren Esports have to back away as they are going really aggressive. CGXDD coming in from the silence, activates a flicker onto Leather Goods as Arcadia is very heavily low. Kuroki has done the damage that he needed to, but this is Bren not able to pick someone off. They do get the one as CG is a bit too over aggressive. You're trying to put the fight to them. Leather Goods goes in with the burst, cannot find Black right there. Does go with the killing joke, puts a deep amount of damage on 611, but as the fight ends, that was only 1 kill for, I believe, 2 taken by Clutch.
I think the communications on Bren Esports side aren't really very good right now. It seems a bit messy. They seem to not all be on the same page in terms of who they're going to kill first, who they're going to focus. They need to regain the composure and really decide what is going to be our strategy going on into the rest of the game. I think they really have to focus the Kriknak here because we saw earlier Peace Boy on this Thane just got deleted in a matter of seconds. So they need to regain that composure and focus, or at least decide who to focus. I think 611 is definitely the one they want to take down first, though.
Mobility, name of the game for Clutch Guild, really just being all around the map and all around the fight, not giving much time here or opening for Bren Esports to actually set something up. Because if you look at the composition of Bren, they don't have a good setup. Like, if you look at Clutch Guild, you know that they're going to be smashing it up with 611 on the Kriknak, maybe even the Lubu to go for the knockups, and then Chognar to follow up, Alice as well. But if you look at Bren's composition, what do they have that actually can start a fight? The Malik maybe, but it's kind of slow, you know, to start up something for Bren.
I think the best thing that Bren Esports can do, we were actually questioning during the drafting phase, Malok has not been that effective for Bren Esports. It seems like he can't be there at the right time when the team needs him. It needs to be a focused and synergistic initiation here from Bren Esports.
Yeah.
The Zephys, the Malok, they have to move together and delete that 611 on that quick knock before the start of the fight. They have to be able to really focus on targets and sync their CC. Otherwise, like we've seen in the previous fights, it's just going to be a messy throwing out of skills without any real focus. And Clutch Guild, we've seen them, they always take advantage of that.
Yeah, and they really can't look again for a misposition from Clutch because their composition doesn't really go for that insane punish compared to, I would say, the last game when they had a lumbar in their composition. But now, there is a almost 4,000 gold lead for Clutch here. There are, well, 1:1 on the Abyssal Dragon, but the turret game for Bren is kind of weak. They have to bring it back, but at the end of the day, who is going to be splitting for them? The Murad could be good for split pushing, but they need that temporal turbulence, the assassination potential again of that Murad to actually have more potency in the fights.
Yeah, right now, it's really just CG pushing in Leather Goods into the tower.
Oh,
They're
no,
going to be
Malak.
catching Arcadia off guard. Again, he may be the first to go down. Arthur gets the kill as the rest of CG move into the base. That's going to be Ben zoning out Leather Goods. They're going to get 2 kills there. It's now 10-3 on the kill score at 8 minutes in, and Clutch Guild, they're looking to finish this championship.
Yeah, I mean, that was good chip damage coming out from Bren. They were able to deal a lot, but that was just incremental, like, very slow domino effect of, hurt coming out from them.
Oh my god.
And they're going to be going for it. They do have a Murad, they do have Leather Goods with the killing joke, but they're not going to be as ballsy as XDD on the Irie on that previous game. So, Darkslayer, 7,000 gold lead, and a whole chunk of dive for Clutch to maybe finish off this game in our, game number 4.
Yeah, I think Bren Esports feels like they're just running out of options. They're not so sure what to do because the outer turrets have all gone down. They don't have a single turret to their name, and at this point, they're just going to be forced to turtle under the turret and wait for CG to make a mistake. Now, we have to remember that's actually very much possible because CG has been known to overcommit. They're going to be committing down this bot tower, though. They're going to be moving in Arcadia again low. He's going to be forced to shot out of the fight, actually.
Oh, no.
And Kuroki, he's going to get so low. He's trying to put down the damage, but Peace Boy and him fall down. It's the rest of the members of Bren trying desperately to defend.
Leather Goods, though.
They have to face the Darkslayer buff, and the rest of the members, not a single one from CG goes down. A double kill to LYL.
Man, they had the insurance there. Darkslayer buff, extra damage, extra regeneration. So even though they overdive, that's just so much survivability potential there. And that shows the Lubu still on the precipice of living. Now, the core is exposed. There's going to be the bottom tier 3 to actually go down as CG is working on that. Leather Goods as well as Arcadia will be the ones to defend this base right here. But it seems like CG looking for other objectives as tier 2 and tier 3 in the top lane are still up and running. So they want to just play this by the book, make sure that Bren do not have any turrets to their name, and well, XDD will get a free Abyssal Dragon by his lonesome.
Yes, no need for CG to overcommit there. They have complete control of the game. All the towers are down. The core is exposed. All they need to do is, like you said, play by the book, grab that Abyssal Dragon, maybe the Darkslayer if they've got some time, but right now they have all the time in the world. It's Bren Esports that have to respond to this one.
They're going to be trying to force the fight right here. They go upon Ben. The Chognar trying to run away, activates the ultimate immediately to go for that removal of debuffs, and that's not really what Bren wants to do. They have to be very mindful of where CG can actually push because their base is exposed. 5 versus 5. Chognar's going to be going back to the base. So this could be the opening for Bren right here if they do spot out the Chognar out of position. But CG will be claiming that top tier 2 as Bren, Kuroki, right there, using Temporal Turbulence. No, just backs off. Doesn't really want to go overly aggressive. 6-1-1 though. He's going a bit ballsy. Maybe trying to put Bren on their toes. But at the end of the day, 1 turret left. Game number 4, 100,000 pesos on the line for whoever wins this best of 5. 13-4 in kills, man. It is looking grim for Bren.
Yeah, right now, CG, they're just waiting for the right opportunity. Alice does not have the ult yet, but this could be the final fight. Arcadia getting kind of low. CG looking for an opening, and 611 is just on the side of the map, trying to bait and separate Bren Esports. Kuroki, he's trying to deal the damage. There's a bit of damage there. LYL moving in. Arcadia separated from the rest. They're going for the core. Oh my goodness! Can Bren Esports stop them? That's going to be 1 kill going over to CG. The rest of them are falling down. Arcadia can't stop them.
No!
And the rest of the members are going down. Ladies and gentlemen, your finalists, your champions for PPGL AOV,
Clutch Guild.
Congratulations to Clutch Guild for winning this one. So well deserved. One of the most feared teams locally for Arena of Valor.
I mean, Bren tried to go for the Hail Mary defense, but it was just too late. There was just too big of an advantage for Clutch, and they're going to be able to claim that. GGWP.
GG, well played by Clutch Guild, but also well fought by Bren Esports.
Yeah.
Giving them the fight that they deserved. They did so well during the first few games. They were able to take game 1, but after that, in game 2, game 3, and game 4, Clutch Guild, they were just able to regain their form and go to the compositions that they felt so comfortable in. And now, their champions are Clutch Guild.
Yeah, so Clutch Guild wins 100,000 pesos, while Bren Esports 50,000 and third and fourth 25,000 each. Anyways, we're just gonna be passing it to our analyst Couch to give us even further, or take us even further to what happened in game number 4. So guys, you know what to do.
Okay, thank you so much, Asarai and Amplifier. We're back for the Globe PPGL 2018 Arena of Valor Grand Finals. I'm Aki of mineski-TV. I'm with Rockhard, Arctic, and Butters. Ladies and gentlemen, your champions, Clutch Guild. Give it up for these guys. Grabe. For giving us a very, very good AOV action.
Yep.
I am so speechless. Do you guys have something to say to these guys?
Well, what I have to say, consistency wins games, wins
the key.
series. Absolutely. In any team, when you're looking to form a team, you have to look at that consistency. Build that consistency. I'm going to say this word over and over again. And just make sure that you're always on the same page as a team. Make sure all your efforts go into one mindset, and you're going to win, like Clutch Guild has displayed so many times in this entire tournament.
Yeah, I think the interesting dynamic here with Clutch Guild overall, the reason why they see success as a team, it's not only that they're talented as players, it's because they have that coordination. They're pretty well bonded as a team. So overall, I think that just translates very well into how they play it out on the entire battlefield. Kudos pa rin to Bren Esports, though. I mean, at the same time, I feel like this just motivates all our other teams, not just Bren Esports, even Will New Era, as well as Myth Esports, is stepping up their game all the more in future tournaments.
Para sa akin kasi talaga, Cricknack wins championships.
I
can't emphasize it. Hindi ko talaga ma-emphasize siya sa tapang emphasis na dapat binibigay sa pero Cricknack wins championships. Pero kidding aside nga mga kaibigan, isa kasi yun sa mga isa kasi to sa mga dapat natin tingnan dito is Clutch Guild. They bring out the best in all teams na kasali dito. Like, syempre sabihin natin, yes, in BO1s, pwede mo siyang matalo, pwede mo siyang magulat. But in BO3s, BO5s, against a team na kaya magdala ng sobrang daming strategy sa isang laban, you need to step up. You need to go head-to-head with their strategies. Kung hindi mo kaya yon, I don't think na may makakatalo sa Clutch Guild anytime soon.
Yes.
And also, I have, adding to that, no, Clutch Guild, this is their first LAN tournament, and yet
Ever.
they're
Like,
the champions. And on the last tournament, they're the champions also,
Yes.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the
That's right.
champions for Valor Cup. So, kumbaga, they have a lot of titles under their belt already. And I think, at the end of the day, I think this was what me and Butters were talking about as the game was going along. The Clutch Guild, they're the perfect team to kind of... You don't want to down yourself when you're a team that's not Clutch Guild.
Yep.
Kumbaga,
Yes.
you want to take that challenge right there. You want to use that as motivation to take your game to the next level. And that's something I'm really looking forward to. These teams right here, these teams that made it to the top 4, I have no doubts that above and beyond, we might be seeing other people that could potentially take that title away from Clutch Guild. But right now, they have that dynamic working for them. And ultimately, they have to be very proud of themselves.
Yes, and
Yeah.
of course, 100,000 pesos.
Yes.
They will go home with 100,000 pesos. And of course, Bren Esports, 50,000 pesos. Not bad.
Rolling in the dough.
absolutely. So,
I have to ask you guys, if you are these guys, what are you going to do with 100,000
Ooh.
pesos?
I will give it to charity.
Welcome, Butters!
guys, give it to Butters. No. Absolutely, I would, personally, I would like try to upgrade my phone maybe.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah,
that's
yeah,
one
yeah.
great thing
That's a
that
very
you can
good
do about it,
investment.
right? And maybe win more games and get more money.
Yes.
Okay, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. The grand finals for Arena of Valor dito sa Globe PPGL 2018. Next will be the grand finals for Tekken 7. So yung mga fans ng Tekken 7 dyan, punta na kayo dito sa loob. At yung mga nasa labas din dyan, this event is free admission. So, huwag kayong mahiyang pumasok. There are more prizes dito sa loob. Maraming booths na pwede nyong i-check out. And of course, once again, this is Globe PPGL 2018 organized by Mineski-Events team. And of course, we would like to thank our sponsors, Globe, Twitch, Mineski Infinity, Cyber Cafe, our official media partner, Mineski.net, in cooperation with Mobile Esports Arena and Playbook Esports. This is Aki of MineskiTV, your panel host, and I'm with Rockhart, Arctic, and Butters, your casters, Astra, and Amplifier. We will see you on the next AOV tournament, ladies and gentlemen. Diyan lang kayo, huwag kayong aalis. We'll see you after a short break.
All right, so we're back again here at the Philippine Pro Gaming League 2018.